Welcome back to our GURPS Hammer campaign. I am Rigil, your GM for tonight's session. This campaign will be utilizing the GURPS 40 rule set, but is set in the Empire of Man found in the Warhammer Fantasy role-playing and also Warhammer Fantasy Battles and that sort of stuff. That setting. In addition to our live streams on Twitch, this and all future sessions will also be available on YouTube and as audio-only podcasts. Links will be found in the descriptions. Tonight, we will be down FX Engineer, so I do not need to ask him if he has any character business for Christoph. Clearly, Christoph's loner disad triggered really, really hard. He doesn't want to talk to nobody today. So, Nosh, do you have any character business for Enfys?
Hello. Yes, I put 2 points into innate attack projectile, bumping it up to 14.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Other than that, that's it.
Cool. Gigerman, do you have any character business for Jorg?
That's a negative.
Roger. Mel, do you have any character business for Coppertongue?
Yes, I have 5 character points set up, so I'm buying off that reduced move disad. I'm trying to get it to actually take, though, on the character sheet. Like, I've updated everything I can think to update, but it still has my reduced move wrong. Or my current move. Oh, nope, looks like it finally took.
Line?
Nope, it finally took. I guess there was a delay.
Huh, interesting. That's weird. I wonder if it reset once because I clicked on it I clicked on the character sheet to see, and then you're like, oh, it took. So I'm wondering if maybe that's why it did, it triggered because of that.
Yeah, maybe so.
Interesting.
So, yep, I'm done.
All right, cool. So that means your basic move now, I mean, if you're running around naked for some crazy reason, would be 6.
Yep, I bumped everything up by 1.
Look at that. You're a regular speed now. How does it feel?
I feel speedy.
Ronki, apparently I do not need a roll for your secret into the skull because you already did it. Do you have any character business for Soren?
I am sure I do, but I can't remember anything at this point in time, so we'll leave it till next time.
Didn't you say that the last time too?
Yeah, you got to remember, this is early morning for me.
Yep, because you're over there in the upside down.
Yeah, my brain doesn't function till coffee and much later.
So weird. Okay, so if we recall last session, you guys fought some goblins and actually a couple of orcs as well, just outside the town, or not town, the village of Geisbach. If you consult the party sheet, I went ahead and created goblin ears and orc ears as, items. Nope, orcs don't taste very good at all. Inexplicably, none of the PCs were actually injured, which surprised me and disappointed me, but didn't really. No, I can't really say surprised me. I know how this goes. There were several of the militia people, the local farmers, who were badly injured. Some of them were dead or were killed during the fight with said orcs/goblins. The lot of you returned to. Oh yeah, I guess I could have gotten around to adding that, huh? Yeah, I could have had the Geistbach map up, so there's at least something there. And then you turn to alcohol properly, I guess. The evening will finally come to an end. The morning will roll around. Some of you will probably have really bad headaches, and some of you won't. Because I think there's at least 2 of the PCs who have alcohol tolerance. um, and your 2 drivers, Gunnar and Holtz, completely slept through all of the. Well, I don't. Slept isn't the right word. Were a bit too intoxicated to really participate or get involved in any of the craziness that happened. So they're running a little slow in the morning, but you will be able to head out without too much difficulty. Unfortunately for Jorg, even though Sister Brigitte told you to, she would check in on you in the morning, there are enough actually badly injured people that she gets distracted and doesn't really, think to seek him out. But
That's
he's
fine.
fine. He's fine. It's just 2 points. So you will be able to set out. I believe everybody already added the 10 shillings to their wealth that the landlord paid.
I believe so.
Yes, I
Yep.
believe so.
I mean, no, I didn't.
Uh-huh. Totally not looking at you suspiciously. So, based off of the road, what you will be aware of is you will be proceeding to the small town of Ort, O-R-T, which is, well, it's typical fortified town, got a wall and everything, and that is where you will be overnighting tonight. But since it is in a town, I am aware, at least for Jorg, you had mentioned potentially looking at wanting to replace your Zweihander with a regular one. That's, that is a
Yes.
possibility. And currently, there are expected 5 more days on the journey. You should be, reaching the Bögenhafen on the 5th day. 5th, pretty late. As noted, since Christoph is, or FX is not here, Christoph is in a really foul, lonery mood. So he's totally like hanging out at the very back of the wagon, and as far away from people as he can get. And you set off. Yay. The trip is, well, frankly, kind of boring and uneventful. As noted, it is generally in the dysentery trail. Nice. It's generally going to be broken up into 3 pieces, where it's like, you'll ride for 2 hours, or drive for 2 hours, and then they'll like sort of pull off to the side of the road, and water the horses, because clearly there's some, or hopefully water the horses, but let the horses rest for a bit, and then you'll proceed for another 2 hours, and then do the same.
I just need to know when high noon hits,
Okay, let's see. So that is, yeah, that's not going to be a problem. High noon will definitely hit. Let's see, 2, 3, probably after the or during the second leg of the 3 leg during the day. So it's like after you've rested or done the first stop, and then high noon will roll around, and or while you're on the road again. So you may reduce your tally by 8, I think.
Yes.
I was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna have to look that up. No, don't make me look that up. As noted, or as stated, it's a pretty uneventful, kind of boring trip. Those particular those are wagons, so they are not intended for comfort. So when everyone gets off, when you hit the brakes, you need them just as much as the horses do. The town of Ort, when you roll into it, it looks barely big enough to be considered a town. But like most of the stuff, or most of even the small villages, this place does have a wall around it. Nice wooden defenses. You will note, as you are rolling up towards the main gate, that some of the walls actually do look a little damaged. At the gate, the gate guards will do a cursory examination, and then they will charge a tax. None of you are going to have to pay this because you're part of you've been hired by this, but you will definitely be able to hear, as Gunnar is grumbling, as he is expected to pay a tax of a shilling per leg entering. This is not surprising. It's pretty common. And he will grumble and complain that he's going to have to pay the same damn thing just leaving the town. It will be around, the sun has not quite gone down yet. So if someone is desiring to go into the town proper, like, to purchase anything, then this would probably be the time to do it. Otherwise, you are going to roll directly into the Five Oaks, which is the name of the coaching inn. And as before, the Gunnar is going to operate on the presumption that you want to, or that he is authorized to pay for the common rooms for the PCs. If the PCs so desire, they can upgrade those and go, nope, I don't want that crap. I want my own room. I do have, there it is, generic coaching in menu. Honestly, you don't need to worry about that. I don't know why I added the encumbrance part. I copied that, and then now I'm like, wait, that's not right. But if someone has a desire to upgrade, they may do so. The meals are, they're okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Soren and Infus probably both need to do the compulsive spending to determine whether they're like, nope, screw that. Well, neither of you have to upgrade to a proper room.
Yeah, that was wasted.
What, his sixth? I don't think it's wasted. It's perfect timing for that.
I'm going to let the dice determine this one. I think I've had my fill. I'm not sure that upping the cost is really going to up my comfort level.
Well, it's one of those that the common room is just there's a bunch of cots or stuff like that, and there's all sorts of people there that are snoring and making noises and all that jazz. And private room is private.
Oh, I look at Soren and say, well, yeah, I don't want to sleep with all these riffraff. So I will go and get a private room for the night.
Okay. Well, just mark off your appropriate monies, and you should be good to go.
Now, is that shillings?
Yes, the slash is shillings. So I guess I should have gone into that. So generally, if you see something like that would indicate 5 shillings 3 pennies. And if it's just pennies, just pennies, it'll just have the D at the end. And crowns are easy. It'll be number GC.
So, if I'm not mistaken, the common room is 10 pennies and the private
Yes.
room is 10 shillings.
Yes. And now I need to quadruple check that. I think that's right.
Sounds familiar.
It's always a hassle finding that on here. Okay, right. Yep, that's what it has in the. Yep, that's what they normally do. Notably, the rations, you will note they definitely are more expensive here, are listed, than what you would see in the GURPS Basic book, but that's because you're buying rations from the inn. You're totally getting them from their crappy stuff, so it's a lot more expensive. Angling that towards Jorg, were you planning on seeking out, trying to seek out whether you could replace your sword in town?
I don't think I'm going to do that here.
Okay. What
Unless
is your
it's
plan?
known for that sort of thing.
No, let's see. I don't know. Do you have like appropriate area knowledge to know what the Ort is known for?
Yes. This is still Reichland, isn't it?
Yep.
Probably not.
You're not clear because, well, like I said, it's just barely big enough to be considered a town. Okay. Well, is there anything that anyone is attempting, to accomplish before they turn in for the night? exactly as before. Gunnar and Holt start to get pretty liquored up.
Søren will get the private room as well.
Okay, sounds good.
I feel like I should probably establish some establish some kind of SOP regarding gambling.
Okay.
Seeing as that's probably about the only entertainment there is.
Well, yeah, no, it's that you're gonna have you'll have some people sitting there sitting around smoking and talking and drinking, and you'll probably have some what the heck is the word? You have like some players who are up there, using some sort of instrument. It's an inn. But yeah, so you're just gambling some money. I guess in that case, you could probably just go, I'm going to gamble this much away and mark it off, and then it's entirely up to you whether you want to bother making the gambling check.
Well, I'd like it to not go away.
But you know it will.
Probably more often than not.
Yeah, what's your skill level?
10.
Okay, yeah, you're probably going to be, well, unless they're just as bad as you are.
Which isn't out of the question.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
That's interesting. So I
Well, I have to
created
think about that.
I created a table thing, just random table, and it's like when I drag the roll onto the skull, it just gives me the results. It doesn't actually show dice rolling, which is probably to be expected. Okay, well, the evening will mostly pass. Let's see. Yeah, the evening will pass uneventfully, and then the next day will roll around, and everybody's like, "Yay!" I did fail to mention that when you arrive, where is okay? Close this. The young lady Isolde's carriage has already beaten you here, which probably isn't a big surprise. You likely saw it pass since it left after you did. The following morning is going to be much of a repeat. You'll have you get on the road a little bit later than you probably liked because, well, your drivers had a bit too much to drink. Their health check is not particularly high, and neither of them have alcohol tolerance. You will depart Ort, and Gunnar will again grumble as he is forced to pay that tax of 1 shilling per leg. And that, so there's like 4 horses and a bunch of people, and that sort of starts adding up. and you are on the road. Today, you should reach the Lutepold Inn. It is actually an isolate. I mean, it's just out along the road, but it's not anywhere. It's not in any town or anything like that. But so so noon will come again with no event, so Infus can adjust his tally down again
Excellent.
accordingly. And then late in the evening, you will arrive at the Lutepold Inn, which it's fortified. It's got the walls, and it's clearly right there on the road. But otherwise, good to go. There is it is an isolated, fortified coaching inn. It has a relatively tall stone tower, and which at least Jorg can look at and go, you could park a couple crossbowmen up there, and that'd be pretty nice. Currently, it does not seem to have a couple of crossbowmen in there. In fact, it's probably just got like crows or ravens or something, some other bird. The inn is pretty busy tonight. So there is going to be only a single private room that is still available for rent. So if someone wishes to get that, or get that, you may have to fight over it.
Søren definitely wants it.
Hang on a second.
Oh, I see. Soren failed by one.
There's only one private room?
Currently, because there's otherwise too many people. There's a bunch of people going to and from, or en route or heading the other way. Lots of travelers tonight.
How much is the room?
The private room, it is 10 shillings.
I'm going to offer the 15 shillings.
Okay, let me see. Do I agree or anything like that? That's miserly.
I don't think you do. So, Soren,
Søren is going to. This is probably really unwise. What sort of thief am I? I don't have pickpocket.
I don't know. What kind of thief are you then? Maybe you're not that kind of thief.
Pretty lousy one.
Well, actually, just looking, yeah, he's not a pickpocket kind of thief. He's a second story man, it looks like. He's the B&E guy who goes in and unlocks the door and steals the stuff that way.
He will offer 16 for the room.
Fine. Take the room.
You can sleep on the floor if you like.
I hope Infus doesn't decide to burn the inn down because he's upset.
I'll stay in the common room.
All right. Well,
Where
that was
where exactly were we making these offers? Were we making it to the innkeeper?
yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, if we weren't, Cern will then go pay the normal price.
Oh heck no! I'm totally going to make you pay the full price. Going to take away your money somehow.
Actually, how rich are we?
I won't say rich, but definitely got probably a bit more than I was expecting everybody to have. I mean, the fact that based off of the thing, the party sheet, that the PCs currently have 34 crowns. It's like, holy crap, that's like a king's ransom right there. Damn it, I completely forgot that you could have sold the ears in the town of Ort. Not sold the ears, turned them in. Where is that at? I've got that on here somewhere. Which admittedly is not a lot, but, well, I don't know, 42 ears.
So that's 84 for the goblin and 24 for the orc.
Yeah, it looks like a total of 108 spinning. I will just do that. That's going to be plus that. So it looks like there are 6 shillings and 111 pfennings in the party loot. However, that works. So let's see what happens if I do that. Hey, I hope that didn't
Oh, right.
screw everything up. All right, so everybody got a shilling and 22 pfennings.
Nice.
Which appears to have worked.
Whoa, look at
Filling
that.
how many?
Yeah, it looks like it should have already put it on your thing, your stuff.
Got it. It
A
did. Yeah.
shilling and 22 pfennig.
It did.
Do you? Okay, actually, I don't need to ask. I can just look. Yeah, it does show. I was wondering if it was going to show that there on the chat window. Cool, cool.
All right, here's what I'm thinking.
What is this? Set bankroll, gambling roll, apply margin of success to reaction roll. Why are you adding to a reaction roll? Okay, I see what you're. Okay, that's interesting.
Are these official rules?
No, I just pulled that out of my ass.
That's interesting. But that doesn't require a roll from me. That's just
No, that
You-
that is specifically so you don't have to.
well, okay. Well, let's see what it would have resulted in with yours. So you set the bankroll. What's your bankroll?
Okay, well, if we're gonna do that, let's go with the 10 pennies.
Okay,
10 pennies.
10 pennies. and then
Not
you
exactly
make
a
a
high
gambling
roller.
roll. Make a gambling roll.
Roll. Oh, hey,
Success by
actually
1.
succeeded.
So that's a reaction roll plus 1.
I didn't put the plus in there. Oh, that would have been a 14.
So
Hey.
that would have been a 14, and according to this is bankroll times 1.5.
So I
that'd
got
be
extra 5
15
pennies.
Well, that's potentially doable. We can, play around with it and see how we like it down the road. That
How
really
would you
only
factor in the house or a good player?
That's part of the
Wouldn't use
reaction,
that.
I would presume.
well.
So there's no
in
reason
this,
you couldn't apply a penalty or a bonus to the reaction part.
Yeah, I'd have to think. I'll have to think about that. Let me play around with that in my head and see what I end up deciding whether I fully like. I mean, I don't dislike it, but I'm not 100% sold on that because, yeah, in the event, say for example, our good friend Philippe, who has a 14 or a 15 in gambling, I think. If he showed up and played, it would
Well, if
be
he showed
quite
up,
a bit
then
different.
you'd use whatever system you'd want to use for that. That's not what this is for. This is for that place that we just passed. And we don't want to game it all out.
Right. Yeah, it's and then you also have to run into the what happens if Soren wants to get involved as well. Then it's like, but it's potentially doable. And what was the other thing that I wanted to? Okay, so you are effectively carousing.
Effectively. I should be
Want to-
carousing.
Damn it, I don't have that on there. Dang it.
I should basically always be considered carousing.
I wanted to look this skill up. Give me a carousing check.
Well, fine. I don't suck at that.
Success by 5 is definitely not sucking. So as you're sitting there, doing the whatever, gambling, the current big talk of the there is about how the road back and forth is really troubled by bandits of late. And they're like, like last week, a coach actually just completely disappeared. It failed to get through. And so the locals are like, yeah, it's pretty high time the emperor started paying attention to the common folk and stopped screwing around in that nonsense in Ubersreich. Whatever's going on there.
Well, I think Jorg would attempt to clarify whether or not, or the nature of the bandits themselves. If they are, for example, the typical former military merc, etc., or if they're actually greenskins.
And you will get a lot of, I heard from my cousin's brother's, nephew who told me that a friend of his had, 4, 5, 6 degrees of separation. So you're not entirely sure if you can trust their rumors. Some of them definitely have the sound of accuracy. Some are less so.
So no clearer then.
Not really. You'll probably accidentally set off an argument between two guys. It's like, one of them is absolutely convinced that it's Beastmen, and another is like, no, it's not Beastmen because it was mutants. And then you'll have somebody else go, no, it was Greenskins. And they might be talking about the same thing, or they might be talking about 3 different instances. Good times. The following day will roll around, and according to what your slowly recovering drivers are going to inform you, that today should be, you should reach the town of gotta find the name. Damn German names. Schwabwald. Shrub. That's not right. Bleh.
Shrubfold?
I think so. I need to remember W's are V's in German. Yes, so there will be the plan is the inn, the Enchanter's Shadow. And the trip will begin. It will also be kind of slow and boring. Noon will come around for Enfys, and he'll be fine. He'll be like, "Yay! I can recover some more tally," unless his tally is already fully recovered.
Well, I think is this already another day? No, this is just the day
This
that
will
we checked
be
in.
the 1, 2. This will be the 3rd day. Yeah.
Ooh, third. Then that takes me right down to about 3.
I'm certain nothing bad will happen ever. You'll be fine. Let's see. So, Shrubwald, I should probably find out what these things actually freaking sound like before I start running. Is actually a proper town. So it does look like an actual town instead of Ort, which was. This is a town, really? It's so tiny. It actually has, like, a waterfront district, and because it's like right next to a river. And as with Ort, you will, or not you, but Gunnar will have to pay some tax to enter. Same amount, but he's still grumbling. And you will enter the Enchanter's Shadow, or come into the Enchanter's Shadow. It's probably when you arrive, it's probably a little later than you were kind of expecting. Not sure why. Maybe they were just slow. and the standard stuffs will definitely apply. It is it is busy, but this is not the only inn in town. So there are there are plenty of private rooms if someone wishes to go that route. And I need everyone to give me a perception check at +2. This will be vision based. Okay, what do we got here? Soren by 4, Enfys by 5, Jorg by 6. Holy cow. And Copper Tongue by 3. Okay. So
Wow.
yep. So as you guys are sitting there having your meal, and clearly Christoph is in the super. Leave me alone. I'll watch the damned horses. I don't want to be around people. So that's what he gets stuck with since he's not here. He's outside. As you're sitting there, eating your dinner or drinking it as the case may be, Jorg, you are going to note to one side of the bar, there's like a group of 4 dudes who are like sitting around one of the tables, and by their clothes, they're definitely like town folk. So they're fashionably though inexpensively dressed. And every so often, one of them
Inexpensively.
yep, yep. Every so often, one of them glances in the direction of you guys, and they're like, sort of giving you a look. And because you made it by 6, the more you're sort of noticing that, you seem to like actually seem to be looking at Soren, and they're like,
Right.
and they're like chatting away, but you can't hear what they're saying, but they're definitely they seem to be talking about Soren for some reason.
They're saying, I think we got to kill that guy.
Damn it! How did you know?
Those friends of yours, Soren?
Looking over, does Soren recognize them at all?
No. As soon as you look over there, they like suddenly become really self-conscious and start, huddling together. Like, oh nope, I wasn't looking at you. Wasn't looking at you.
Shall we go find out? Find out if I know them?
Man, it's a good thing that Christoph's not here because I'd totally have him go. Why should we find out if you know him? You do it.
I'm going to choose to fail that. I'm curious.
Yeah. Oh, right. Curious. Okay.
So, Soren will head on over there. He'll have his, he'll grab his drink and head over there.
Queen will not move, but just kind of like keep an eye on the situation. Not feeling particularly friendly.
Okay. All right, Soren, you approach these guys, and they look at you, and they look really confused, and then maybe possibly a little self-conscious, worried, something.
Couldn't help but notice that you were paying particular attention to me. Do we know each other?
No, I don't think we do.
Do I have detect lies? I do
I don't
not
know.
have detect lies. But I do have body language, so I'm going to try and read them.
Right.
He says, so we don't know each other. Then why, pray tell, were you staring so intently at me? CERN will... is there a spot at the table?
Sure.
So CERN will say, do you mind if I sit down? And without getting a response, he'll sit down.
Okay, so let's see. When you are looking at them, oh, okay. Like, what the heck is? Well, I didn't know what those roles were for.
Yeah.
I am checking over the stuff on body language. To okay. Nope. Let's see. So your body language, when you the best you can sort of really get or figure out is they actually seem more confused than anything else. And they're like, I'm sorry, no, no insult intended. I just thought you were someone else. I apologize.
Who's this other person? Perhaps it's my brother.
Do you have
What's
a brother?
this? No. But what's this person's name?
Okay, let's see. So they are as you're covering this, their confusion seems to just be like getting deeper and deeper, and they actually start to look a little uncomfortable. It's like, I'm sorry, sir. It was just a misunderstanding. Everything's fine. Here, let me buy you. What the heck is this error that I'm seeing? Unknown special message type received. Set AFK. What? Oh, Giger was maybe possibly trying to set AFK and screwed it up.
No, it says... On our end it says he went AFK.
Interesting. I see bracket error. Seeing it again. And again.
Huh? When someone sets AFK, you get an error.
Huh. Well, clearly Fantasy Grounds done messed something up.
Oh,
It would appear so.
sorry.
Right, yeah. So the guy's like, yeah, clearly this is a misunderstanding. I apologize. Didn't mean to mess anything up here. Let me buy you a drink, sir.
No, it's alright. I've still got my drink here.
Oh,
Well,
you want to stare at me then?
then carry on, I guess. Besides, where are you guys from?
We're from here.
So locals?
Yes.
Well, CERN will get up and give them a guy nod, then head back to his table. And he'll just every now and then glance over to them and see if they're, watching or they've returned to their, usual stuff.
And I'm a blithering idiot because I messed something up there. Hold on. Let me find what I'm looking for. Okay, so a quick minor retcon. When Soren first looked over there, one of the guys actually he did this several times, which this is before you got up and walked over there, which kind of started to make Soren going, or not necessarily make him going. That's bleh. He did this several times, and he with the he scratches his left ear with the little finger of his right hand while staring at while he was staring at Soren. And that definitely was like, well, that's kind of weird. I don't know if that would have significantly changed what Soren would have said or done when he approached them.
So, quick question.
Yep.
I'd mentioned that Queen was watching. Would she have seen that, and would a gesture roll kind of give any insight as to?
Let's see. That's a really good question. I don't know if the gesture would necessarily identify what it is. I mean, identify what it meant, but she would definitely note that since he's doing this several times, then that does seem like almost some sort of a secret sign or a secret gesture of some sort.
Cern will be, when he sees that, he'll be looking around to see who else in here is looking at them.
Right now, nobody other than the various PCs. You got several people that are there's a caravan over there, and those guys are they're drinking just as hard as your drivers are. Got some farmers that are up there at the bar.
All right, so when he's signaling, there's no one sort of watching him.
No, it seems like he was signaling and he was intentionally making eye contact with you.
And this doesn't mean anything to me.
You've never seen it before, so I would say no.
Okay. So it seemed like he was signaling me then. All right.
And then it's
No.
like, after the first time where it's like nothing sort of happens, he does it again, and then that's when they really started to start looking confused. Then you sort of approached. Sorry, I completely had forgotten about that. I mean, it's like right there in my stupid notes, and my brain went do 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 do. Let's skip that part.
That's never happened to any of us. You should be really ashamed.
Yep.
It won't have changed what Cern did earlier, but Cern will go to the bar. He will move to the bar in such a way that he walks right in front of this guy that was signaling, he'll stand at the bar. Oh, actually, it depends on if the bar's sort of in easy sight. As he walks past, and this guy sort of catches eye of CERN, if assuming he does, CERN will mimic the signal and then go stand at the bar and just sort of wait.
Okay. That seems to make them even more confused.
One of them sidles up next to you and says, "You did it wrong, you bastard," and then stabs you in the back.
I don't like you. My friend doesn't like you either. All right, well, if that doesn't, I'll wait there for a little bit till I get served, get another drink. Then I'll head back and go to the group. I don't know what this is, what their story is, but I don't like it. We should keep an eye on them.
They're like,
Now, could either occultism or thaumatology be of any use for Enfys in discerning anything? Smuggling?
let's see, possibly. I don't know if occultism would be. Now I need to actually look at the various skills to see what that would be classified as. So it's clearly some sort of coded signal, but you don't know what the response is or why they're trying to signal you.
Yeah, that's one of those weird situations where
I don't know what skill
you want to
that would
make
be.
a roll, but the problem is you don't want to tell them which skill they need to roll against.
I don't know what. Well, I'm just sitting there thinking it's like I don't know what skill I would say that was. It's almost a spy skill of some sort. Maybe. Well, no, not really. No, I don't think it would be streetwise because that would be. I think streetwise would be appropriate in some cases.
Well, it might not
But
be enough to translate it, but it might be enough to know what it was.
well, I'm just presuming the characters are sufficiently smart enough to realize, that was slightly odd. It would have been fine the first time. If with the guy scratches his ear the first time, it would just being, oh, that's odd, but that's weird. But when the guy does the exact same thing at least 2 more times, that's when you're like, okay, he's trying to communicate something, and I have no idea what he's trying to communicate.
Well, actually, just saying that, how do you identify a language? Like, if they're speaking Bretonnian, how do you ID that unless you actually have the language?
They go, ha, 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 ha. And then you go, okay, that's Bretonnian.
Yes, but see, you have to know that that's what that means.
That is something I'm going to have to actually look up down the road. And it's like, for codes like that. Wonder what that would be. But so I think with regards to your question, Nosh, you could probably just do like a straight IQ check, maybe like in the box. And if you get it, actually, I don't know if. Let me look at your skills, see if you would have any skill that would cover it. Yeah, I don't think you do. Also, you don't have a lot of skills, do you? Wow.
No, I'm pretty skillless.
So it's odd, but you're not sure what they're trying to get across. Soon after, they are going to retire, still looking very confused. But they will retire and retreat to their room, or whatever. Is there anything else anyone is planning on doing for the evening after the strange event that confused everybody, including the GM, because the GM screwed up again?
I think Enfys will look at Queenie and say, "Do you strap that thing on everywhere you go?"
Cern
And-
raises an eyebrow. Huh?
I was
What?
going to say phrasing.
Phrasing.
I'm looking at your shield, of course.
Sure you are.
It's like she was expecting a fight or something.
I know, right? I should just wait and say if there's a hex map, like it's my SOP. If a hex map shows up, okay, time to put on the shield.
Well, what if I just put a map and it doesn't have a hex on it?
I don't know.
For example, if I had shared this pretty cool map that I had found, or bought on like Drive Through RPG, it's like, hey, yeah. I mean, it doesn't have a map on it.
Nope, doesn't have
or
a
a
map
hex
on
on
it.
it.
It's blank.
That really? Did that not?
Yeah,
Rank.
it's not showing up.
Could be loading.
What the heck?
Yeah, it
Well,
may
it
be
is.
downloading
It
still.
is. It is a big one, I think.
But yeah, Queen will, if as soon as Soren like walks off from the people, she'll relax and like start a, remove the shield, and she'll say, just whenever one of you looks like you're getting froggy.
Well, you'll probably be strapping that thing on in every pub we go into.
Tell me about it.
Suppose
I'm
you could
gonna
always
need another
like
ale.
jam a spoon in the in between the boards or something like that. Make it useful.
Just use it as an extra hand.
Weird. Okay, I'll have to poke around and see why that image is being dumb.
It could just be loading.
No, it just took a long time to load. It did finally load.
Patience, patience. Oh, well, I guess Enfys will look around the room, see if anybody looks interesting to talk to.
Oh, I'm certain there's a bunch of people present, because this is a fairly. This one is a fairly. Dang it! I closed the wrong thing already. Way to go. Since this is an actual town, there's a lot of people that are present, and this is a pretty big one, pretty big end. With regards to Jorg's SOP, yeah, there's always going to be somewhere that you can find some guys that are like dicing or something.
Yeah, well, I don't want to hang around with those two dour souls. So I'll go find someone who looks interesting to talk to.
All right, cool. What do you talk about?
Oh, we'll talk about what's the danger like on the roads around here. What are people talking about that they've encountered? What sort of creatures are lurking about?
Oh, this dude will tell you all sorts of things. There are beastmen and mutants and orcs and bandits and filthy elves. Not so many elves, though. Yeah, so York, using your SOP, set bankroll, gambling roll, margin of success or fail to the reaction roll.
Okay.
And for any of the, I meant to mention this earlier and I completely forgot, any of you that are like, actively seeking general rumors or stuff like that, then you can do I believe it's carousing for that.
It was 12 pennies to the shilling, wasn't it?
Is that not, did I not do that?
It's
I thought
probably
I
on
had,
there. I just didn't look for it.
wait, I actually thought I had put that on the each PC thing, but I guess I didn't.
No, that's fine. Okay,
Frickety
I'm gonna put up
frack.
shilling. Right. Roll.
Right, it's 12 pennies to
Wow.
a shilling, 20 shillings to a crown. Okay, success by 2 on the gambling. So, wow, that's twice that you actually succeeded. Neutral,
Broke even.
success of 12, you broke even, you spent some time gambling, you lost a bunch of money, you regained your money, and you ended up in the, having not lost anything. Okay, so if no one is actively seeking out additional rumors or anything like that, or wanting to go straight into the carousing thing, the evening you'll be able to retire. I don't know if any of you are planning on getting a private room. The standard rates will apply, but there will be enough rooms for anybody to get their own, or just take the common room. Whatever is up to you. In the morning, do you guys have a proper rotation on who's at the standing guard and when?
I think we mentioned it, but I think when we were talking about it was when we started the adventure to go chase around the goblins and rescue the guys. So I don't think we ever settled on the order.
Probably the
Right.
watch order in the party sheet.
Yeah, right now it's showing a bunch of zeros.
There needs to be a random shuffle on that.
But yeah, so you guys should figure that out. Who's on watch when?
So Queen can go ahead and take first watch.
Okay.
I don't think I can edit it.
I can put a
No.
1 there. Right. So how many watches are there going to be?
Theron will take second.
Given the numbers here, it's probably going to be 2-hour watches with an overlap.
Okay.
We'll just call that the standard. And at any point, York is just as likely to sleep on the wagon as in the common room.
Right. Okay, so in the morning, whoever is on dawn, I'm on watch around dawn. It's probably Jorg and possibly Enfys. You will become aware that one of the coaches, it's a Four Seasons coach, is prepared very, very early by a pretty tired looking coachman. And then the guy, takes it over there, and based off of where the damn it, my brain just locked up there. Based off of where the stables, that's the place. Based off of where that's at, and so where you're at, and the door, you can't see who gets in because that's on the other side. But apparently, they're leaving pretty darned early, whoever that is. So they're pretty insistent.
And
It
horses aren't
does.
generally quiet.
Nope. It does start to rain around dawn. So
Excellent.
it's infantry sunshine and all that. So when you guys finally get your two coachmen out there, they're like, oh, super grumbly because, well, it's ugly and they're going to be driving in the rain, and plus they might have a bit of a hangover. Okay, they might have a lot of a hangover. Christoph is still being super antisocial today, so he's like totally hanging out at the back of the rearmost wagon. And okay, so a couple hours after you depart, Shabwald, it being now sorry, I suddenly got like, mine a little bit of heartburn for some reason. Ugh, that hurt. So a couple hours after you depart the town, you are riding along, and it is a very miserable day. It's got the ugly rain, the dark clouds, all that jazz, and which sort of comes to mind for something. Give me a second. And you are on the road heading up towards Ubersreich, and it rounds a bend. And those of you who are in the very front, I believe previously it was like Jorg and Soren and maybe Copper Tongue. I can't remember. With Christoph and Enfys in the second wagon, I think. Not positive. But those of you in the front, you're like, whoa, what the hell? As Gunnar starts, pulling it on the reins, and in the middle of the road is, squatting in the road is, well, it looks like a human at first. He's like, bent over a body. He's like, kneeling, and he churns, and as he churns, you will realize he has a severed human hand hanging out of his mouth. The person is recognizably human, but his flesh is just sort of hanging off of his face and arms like in strange little tatters almost. Jorg, you will realize with a shock as the fellow spits out the hand and charges towards the front coach while holding this bloody dagger. You will realize with shock that you actually recognize this guy as a soldier that you sort of you once knew, although he didn't have his flesh hanging off in strips back then. And
Or did he?
no, he pretty much didn't. But about like a year and a half ago, a little bit before your unfortunate incident, he developed something of a strange rash, and he changed. He became even more irritable than before,
Mhm.
and got really violent, and started running around wearing a hood and stuff like that. And then one day he just disappeared.
But what time of
As
day is it?
It's fairly early. This is a couple hours, so you have not hit the midday yet.
It's all good.
As he starts rushing forward, the horses rear up and start panicking, and they will snap the traces as they do. Gunnar, who is holding on to the reins and had looped him around his hand when he wasn't paying attention, is just yanked right off this coach and dragged into the woods, which causes the wagon itself, if luckily it was already mostly stopped, but it causes it to definitely lurch to a hard stop. And look at that. That looks like it has hexes on it.
It does a bit.
I have to find
Fun.
Oh boy.
Now I have to make sure to skip the horses. So this guy comes screaming toward the thing. Let's see, how fast does he move? I don't remember. Wow, really? That's it? It's disappointing. 1, 2. I was hoping for more. And I need to look something up to
Any
make
fright
sure I
checks
don't screw
required?
it up. That is what I am looking up. Okay, so yes, I am going to need a fright check from everyone as he comes surging forward, and you can literally see his flesh is almost rotting on his body, but at the same time, he is intact.
Does it count as in combat, even though we haven't been attacked exactly yet?
I guess technically it would, but this is a special thing, so just roll it as if not.
And
See,
am
you're
I rolling? I don't think I can even see what's going on.
possibly not at the moment. You'd be like, what's going on? Maybe once you get up there and get involved. So I think you're fine at the moment.
Yeah.
You will definitely have been able to see Gunnar get dragged into the forest by the horses that were running in that direction, which is going to cause Holtz to go, what? Okie dokie. I do, in fact, believe Gunnar's like, ah! And Holtz is like, what the heck?
Okay. So we had enough time to be actually readied. I'm assuming,
No. What do you mean readied?
like weapons ready.
Probably not. Not entirely, because it's like you
we
rounded the
spotted him around the corner.
You rounded the corner. He pulled the. Well, yeah, I guess sure.
So, and we're in the back. I presume that's going
On
to
the
be bad footing.
side, on the back, various places. Remember, these are not. I mean, you may need to lurch out, and you can body tackle him. I'm certain that
Well,
won't end badly.
if I'm on the wagon, I've got height advantage. Is the thing that I'm considering at this point. So I can lose the height advantage, or I can gain better footing. Possibly, unless it isn't better footing.
Just rain.
Yeah, I think we'll just stick him. Oh, right, I put the damn spear down.
Why'd you do that?
Because it's heavy and it puts me into a encumbrance category that I dislike. Let's see. So I am going to I'm going to stay on the wagon, I guess, for the time being. God help me. Which does mean I probably should have the bad footing thing, which means I need to add that. Simple enough. Bad footing. And I think I will just leave it at that. So I am going to spear thrust at torso with the bad footing. Here we go. And I have stabbed him. Oh,
And
this should have
I
been two-handed.
failed by 3 on the dodge, so I can already see what's gonna happen to this poor mutie.
Yeah, if I had slightly more time, I would have set for a charge, but alas, no. All right, here we go. Well, that was kind of underwhelming, but assuming he still has vittles.
Let's see. Does he have? He does have that. So that's going to be that times that is that. Congratulations! I can add.
Some days.
And he gets to ignore that. Okay, so you definitely stabbed him. He didn't like it at all. That was a very solid stab.
Indeed.
Okay, Soren.
He is going to go, what the fuck? And move back here and start preparing a weapon.
Wow. That is nuts, Soren, that I wanted to roll that off of. It was Kristoff. Okay,
Yeah, you said we had time to
sure.
ready things.
Yep.
Okay, so Queen's just gonna scoot up to the front of the wagon and like just take a swing. I think it's a maximum of 9
Yeah,
I may spend the fatigue.
Yeah, let's see. So I think you'd be at, is it +1 for the height advantage there, Giger?
You
And
don't
would-
get a to hit bonus.
but is it a size mod thing? Because Queen's at a -1 size mod, or does it balance out?
What was? I don't think we ever got back to that conversation about
We
the
forgot
relative
to get
size
back to
mod,
the
whether or
size.
not you were going to use that.
Yeah, I think I was.
GM fail.
Yep. Like so many other things.
Okay, so no size mod. Yes, size mod.
Let's see. Yeah. It was going to be I think the alternate rule did have the side where you get a +1 to hit him. I think because he's SM0 and you're -1.
Right. Yeah. If we're using relative, that's how that goes.
Yep.
Let's see what the dice do. So I'll spend the fatigue so that I can hopefully get rid of the move penalty.
I used the wrong one, but I rolled a freaking 4 for Kristoff for the fright check as he moved up there.
Not bad. Success by 1 to the neck.
Oh dear. Okay, so yeah, this isn't going to be great at all. He really should have had a better weapon. Well, he attempts to parry, but failed by 7.
Okay, 8 cutting.
That's a lot. That's ×2 for cutting to the neck, I think.
Oh, right.
Oh, look at that. Now I got to make a death check because of her.
Queen's like, nope.
And I failed by 1.
Well.
Okay.
That makes it simpler.
That does make it simpler. You came up there, you went whoop, and I think there's a thing that says if someone fails a death check from cutting to the neck, you might as well just say, yeah, you take his head off. So you'll see his head go right off. He looks moderately surprised at that. And just as it is hitting the hitting the ground in the mud, you will absolutely hear the sound of combat coming from that direction.
Two arms.
Queen will kind of glance off into the woods. Should we go get the horses?
I don't think we have time for that.
Emphasis like, what's going on? What's going on?
I don't know if we should be just charging off. We should maybe have a look first.
Halt is like, what's going on? What do I do? And he's like, looking at actually sorry. He is going to promptly apply the brake and jump down because he's going to go rush over there to try to rescue his buddy.
Jörg is going to recommend to Holtz that he should go help his buddy, and encourage everyone else to hop down and let's get to it.
Kristoff was like, I was going to go help his buddy. I don't like being told what to do.
Oh, fine, go.
Although he is curious and failed that by 3. So clearly, he's interested to find out what the hell's going on with that noise as well. I gotta look and see what his stinking move is. Okay, 6.
Soren is going to go check out what that noise is. But he's going to do it through the woods.
How the hell do I? There we go. Get rid of it. Go.
All right, Queen will hop down and start making her way over towards the noise. Not going through the woods.
And discovering she's faster than she remembers being.
Woohoo.
Crash, 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 crash.
All right. Seeing Soren dash into the woods, Emphas will hop down as well and start making his way towards the woods.
I'm gonna start heading over toward the corner. You know, like everybody else.
Did you move only 4?
I am in light encumbrance because of the goddamn
Wow.
sphere.
But you wouldn't have been in light encumbrance with the sword?
No. 1 pound.
Wait, the spear
1
is
pound
heavier than
puts
the
me
sword?
over the limit.
The spear is heavier than the sword.
Yes.
That doesn't seem right to me.
Just moving.
Should we leave somebody here with the wagons?
She says to the trees.
Yep, as she's running.
Actually running, so she get that extra point of the sprint move.
Maybe.
I would think you wouldn't be able to in the middle of the woods there.
It's a road.
Oh,
You're on a
no,
road.
she's not going through the woods. She's on the road with
sorry,
you guys.
Okay.
Yep. That's why she kind of glanced over her shoulder. I don't know if we want to leave Kristoff here to keep an eye on the wagon or not.
Well, he failed his curiosity check too, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not going that far.
And
All right.
yeah, I just noticed his this ads. I'm gonna have to chat with him because it's like, okay, he's got loner, right? Which if you fail that, you are treated as if you have bad temper. He already has bad temper.
Oh, well,
So if he fails it, he treats it as if he's psychotic.
I guess it doesn't make it any worse.
Maybe reduce the bad temper with a reduced
maybe.
thing.
That's probably sensible.
From Søren's position, can he see what the battle is?
I have to find you. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So let's see. At this point, whatever it is, it does seem to have mostly ended. But let's see here. Let me go. Bloop. There are a number of dudes that you will be able to see. You are also not making. You are not being stealthy. So yes, so you will see there is a number of guys. There was like a wagon or a carriage that was clearly heading around there. There's no sign of any horses, but there are a number of bodies on the ground and a number of guys that are, some of them are equipped with crossbows, some of them are not. This guy here has sort of churned around because, like I said, you weren't being stealthy as you were heading through the woods. And as you're moving up there, he shouts, "There's more of them!" and prepares to shoot you with his crossbow.
All right, Søren will
So he is going
will
to
wait, I guess.
aim. Actually, no, it's not your turn. It's his turn.
Soren will ready himself to dodge.
I think he just needs to take the shot, or just take it, accept it. Something that Soren will have noticed is, I believe it's this guy here is on his butt, and he has very clearly been hit very badly in his leg, and the guy next to him was like sort of doing some first aid stuff.
Did that crossbow guy yell or something?
Yes.
Okay, so we hear voices now as well. Very well. Okay, moving 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at me here. Which
You could get an additional one because you're on a road and running.
seems like running in the mud like that is probably a bad call. Looks like I should be able to at least see that guy. And are they armed as shown?
Let's see. I have to remember which one that is. That's muscle. That
19.
person is probably not. Looks like that person has like leather armor. So they're not wearing. I think I just threw a sort of mostly appropriate image on there. So they're not wearing like bikinis. That person has got a broadsword. It is wearing leather armor, torso, groin, leather sleeves, a pot helm, boots, and probably regular pants. And
Shield?
a shield. And
Yes,
a shield.
Shield. Okay. Noted.
Oh, right. And frickin' grumble, grumble, grumble.
Søren is going to take cover behind the trunk of this tree. He will be shouting out, "More bad guys!" He'll shout out, "More bad guys! Company, form ranks! Attack!"
We're not bad.
And moving.
As I work to fix my stupid screw up again. Okay, so right. This person is also equipped similarly and is going to be moving up a little bit.
Memphis will continue to move forward.
So based off of where she is at now, and actually, can Jorg see him? Not well, but Christoph and Coppertongue, and where did I was zoomed in, so I didn't see. So I don't think Soren can see this. So, but Christoph and Coppertongue will definitely be able to see that this person, looks like they're possibly dressed slightly better than the other persons, but that person begins making the sort of same kind of gestures that you've seen Infus make, and you can hear some sort of crazy weird language coming from them. And I should have thrown that on there. Thug number 10 is going to change posture from kneeling to standing because he was kneeling next to number 5. This guy is, even though he was aiming, he is going to lose the effect of that aim because A, Soren scrambled to break line of sight, and B, he is basically trying to find the rest of that company that Soren implied exists. 5, even though he's on his butt, is going to grab his crossbow.
Running. Yeah.
Did they call you Running Zorak back in the day?
No, running York. Let's see. From there, I should be able to see just about everybody. Splotch.
Sorry, I'm scrambling to fix something that I should have had already fixed and did not have already fixed. Doop. Okay, so Christoph, seeing there is a potential spellcaster, is going to aim at said spellcaster. If I can if this thing will work. Oh, right. I can do that. I forgot I could do it that way. It was like, hey, I need to. Damn it. Thought I needed to have the actual map up. But he will also take a step.
Soren will do like a pop-up attack sort of thing, just peering around the tree to see what's going on, then pull his head back.
Okay. Yeah, as noted, or I stated, the Doug 16, who was very clearly taking aim at you, is now sort of just like looking in that direction, like he's looking for your imaginary military force.
So, quick question: are the rocks to the right of Queen, are those like above head height, or are they?
Above whose head?
I think so.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
Queen's head height
there's
or above?
it's probably around like your shoulders and such like that. So it is a bit high, but there's like a little bit of an elevation there.
Okay. All right. So Queen will call out, "We got a fancy pants finger waggler," and move.
Fancy pants finger waggler. Nice.
Yep.
Steps and is an all-out defense. This person looks like they are trying to act as defense for the spellcaster. So I guess that'd be probably all-out defense as well.
All right. Enfys will continue moving forward.
This is move only 4?
Yeah, I've got light encumbrance.
Oh, it's because that's the whole money thing. I bet. No, probably not. All right, round 2 of that. So that one would be 4 to 6 point. We're going to do another round. I want to do lots of damage when I miss. This guy is going to step, and unfortunately, since Coppertongue is the most visible, is going to clearly aim at her with the crossbow. This guy is like, I don't think there's an actual military force in there. Oh wait, hey, there's a wizard. There's a guy. Wait, no. Didn't advance. Okay, I see what was going on. So weird. Thug 16 is going to shift aim towards Enfys. 5 is like, I don't like sitting here. I'm just sitting here.
York is going to give Kristoff an order to shoot at the wizard, except Kristoff will not understand it because he's using battle speak and he does not speak it.
Even though he's already aiming at the wizard.
Well, it might work out anyway, but who knows? And moving.
All right, so step, and let's see, 20 yards is 20 yards is -6. Ugh. He doesn't like that. Let's see. So he aimed, which will give him his range. No. What? I don't understand how he's using it, but okay, whatever. Ooh, add the act. The all outs, that's 1.
Well,
Oh, that's not.
that
That's
should be
actually.
pretty much all there is to it.
Yeah, that's not pretty bad. That's not terrible. I mean, okay, so that gives him a 14, as long as he's not aiming at anything specific. So let's see what happens. That is a success by 6, unless I did something incorrect. I don't think I did.
Looks okay to me.
Okay, so that is passing through Muscle 19's hex.
Oh,
And
yeah. If
Muscle
he was,
19 was doing the all-out double or all-out. I don't remember which one. You have to pick it, right? It would have been the bonus, I think, but he's actively trying to defend for the spellcaster.
that's not normally a thing you can do, depending. So you can do a sacrifice dodge. That's in the basic,
Okay. And
which
how does
means
that
you
work?
take the bullet for them.
Okay. But so I need to make a dodge check, and if it's
Well,
successful,
I
then I
was going to
take
say
the
you can do a sacrifice block if you've got teamwork,
They don't have teamwork, no.
but I
So
think there is an option for that to be a thing without it.
well, it's fine. So sacrificial dodge means I need to make a dodge check.
Yeah.
And if I'm successful, I take the arrow.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what is the bonus? Damn it, I don't have it. What is the the all-out defense bonus that is not the double? You get a bonus to it. I don't remember what
Right.
it is.
It's plus 2 for determined or whatever it's called.
Okay, so that
Increased
is what
defense.
he's trying to do: increase defense, and success by 2. So he takes that arrow. That's pretty bold, I guess. So
I think that means he takes it on the shield. Because he made it by 2.
yeah, because he had the +2 because of the. Oh, right. No, he would have made it by 4 because I didn't include the DB. I forgot to include the DB.
Yeah, never mind.
I completely forgot about the DB. Okay, so in that case, I need to see if. Oh, nope, no extra damage, but still, this could. Ooh, that's going to hurt a bit. That's 11 points of damage to this guy. What's his DR? His DR is, why is it 4? That should have been 2. Okay, not 4. I don't know why it says 4 on there. That's wrong. -2, and then impaling is ×2.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, that's going to hurt a bit.
Message for you, sir.
All right, so high pain threshold means I get a plus what to? Is it +3 to the knockdown?
Mm-hmm.
Success by 4. So he is not knocked down. However, he is at the negatives, so he has to make a consciousness roll each round to do anything.
Poking my head out from cover, you will see that the crossbowman is now aiming at Enfys. And he's going to do a move and attack.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you're going to do nothing and say that's what he deserves for getting that or taking that room from you. Yeah, he's got like a move of 8.
Yeah, I know. Now I'm seeing what it's like to be everybody else looking at one of my fast characters.
16. All right. So, well,
9 or less. That was a success.
all right. So he is going to retreat. He's going to lose his aim. He's going to try to retreat to get his dodge into double digits and success. But it is +3 on a dodge, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oof, good. Narrowly dodged that. Now he's super. Holy crap. Damn it. Lost my dodge.
Okay. So Queen sees the guy taking aim at her. Is it possible to take a step and go into an all-out defense, or do you have to stay perfectly still?
I think all out defense does a step.
And now I'm feeling kind of dumb because I didn't even have any of my PDFs open, any of my GURPS books.
I was
Holy
a bit late
cow.
getting that.
Okay. So Queen
It's only
will
7. And I
It says
haven't
if
opened
you,
any of them.
if you choose increased dodge, you may move up to half your move. Otherwise, the only movement you may take is a step.
Yeah. So which one are you looking at doing? Because it's like
adding
all out.
to, yeah, she's basically gonna take a step, shield up for a block.
Okay. So yeah, he's right. So okay, increase by. So yeah, you can take a step.
Okay, so take a step, shield up.
.6 yards. What is this guy's move? Wow. Why is it so low? Wow, that is really low. Okay. And then realizes, oh, probably have screwed up. There's a dude there. So gonna take gonna step forward 2, then see Jorg come around, charging around there and take a step back. Unfortunately, that means he cannot all out defense because screwed that up. All right, so let's see if Homeboy is going to pass out.
Okay, off you go. And he crashes right into that crate.
That was pretty bad for him.
And still moving forward.
All right, so this is the 3rd round. So that means I need to go to this and actually cast the spell at the end of the round. Also, that was possibly a mistake, but whatever. And let's see. Well, it looks like that was a successful casting. Now it gets to try to throw it next round. Oh, right. That's me. Derp, derp, derp. Right. This
He
is the
was
guy
doing
that
first
was
aid.
going to shoot at her. So let's see what we've got here. He's got that, and the range is 13 yards, which comes down to,
Hold on a
drumroll
sec.
please,
If he
minus
was doing
5.
first,
Oh, that's not terrible, I guess. Does he want to? Yeah, he's ranged guy, so good news for me.
GM.
Maybe. Crossbow. And he takes the shot and It's a success by 0 to hit Copper Tongue.
Is the GM not hearing me?
I can hear you. Not sure why he can't. Hello?
Hello?
Are
Sorry.
you there?
Yes. So you guys haven't heard me for a bit, have you?
No, I've
I think
heard you, but you weren't hearing me.
I think I hit a button on my stupid thing that it reduced my volume to 0.
That's
Right.
yeah, that's bad. Okay.
Yeah.
I was
So
going to say, if he was doing first aid on that guy,
no, he
he-
stopped doing that earlier.
yeah, but would he not need to re-ready the crossbow in that case?
Maybe. It's right there. It's fine. She can block it.
Well, I tried.
See?
Oh, yeah.
Look,
Totally blocked.
she cut a crossbow bolt on her shield, so that's going to look cool. Which unfortunately means now he has 4 rounds to try to reload. This guy is right there at Soren, who came up and shot him or stabbed him. You know what? He is right there. He is going to totally just shoot at you with this crossbow. What's that? 2 yards? That's nothing. So, he goes whoop and tries to shoot at you and misses really badly. That is not what he was planning on doing. He was planning on actually hitting, but that fail by 3 kicked my butt. This guy is also going to aim at the dwarf, but that's all he can do this round because he's a dummy. Or I'm dumb.
Well, looks like I can reach. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I do the? Yeah, let's just be safe here. Point. And nothing fancy for starters. Two-handed thrust. And damn.
By
Really good
7.
roll.
Okay, so
Shame I don't get anything out of that.
now I no longer trust the thing to have calculated this correctly, so I am recalculating. And it's a good thing I did for you because that reduces my block by 1.
Right, shield.
Yeah, he success by 4. So he manages to block your strike.
Yeah, well.
All right, Christoph is going to fast draw an arrow. Try to fast draw an arrow. Is he going to do the craziness? Sure, why not? He wants the cutting arrow, just because. And success by 1. So he has fast drawn the arrow, and so that means he readies this round.
Mm-hmm.
And is going to take a step.
Step, doing a -1 deceptive. So that will succeed.
All right. So he is taking a step back, and that'll give me a +3, but he is at -1, so he gets a +2 total, which puts his dodge at 10. Ugh. And I rolled a 15, so I failed by 5. So he failed to dodge your deceptive strike.
Take that.
5 points It's cutting. I believe this guy is wearing light leather. Yeah, he's got DR1, so that's going to be 4 times 1.5, so that'll be 6 points of cutting damage. Didn't like that. Let's see, and his hit points are there, so that is more than half, so that is going to be a health check by 4, so he is not stunned.
All right, Queen is moving.
Muscle 1 is clearly going to have to shift targets to the guy with the spear and thinking, I can take this guy, get rid of him, and then I can go stab that dwarf in the back. So we step and what? Why, yes, he does. They do have overconfident. It's just going to do a generic swing and success by 5 to potentially strike you there, Jorg.
Damn, these guys aren't chumps.
Except when they get shot by an arrow that does max damage and puts them down in one round.
Well, that doesn't really help me.
On the bright side, there's only one of them up because the other guy fell down.
Well, that's fair. I'm gonna have to feverish this. Because I can't retreat. And I did not need it.
All right, success by 2. So you made muscle 1's miss. Damn it.
And Fists will continue running.
Well, from where he's at now, so from where you're at now, you can pretty much see through this tree. I mean, it's so you can see the guy that Soren is fighting. You can see the dude who is sitting, because words are so damned hard to say. Don't we have?
All right.
Don't we have a seated one? I thought we had a seated one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a seated one. Got kneeling. Ah, there it is. All right, Kastor's turn. He is absolutely going to throw this. He is going to. Yeah, he's going to aim. May need. Let me see. Will that work? Oh, good Lord. That gives me an additional +1. Really? So maybe he won't aim. He may just throw this at her. Which could be super entertaining for at least for me. Let's see. So 9 is -4, and he all outs. That puts it at -3. Ooh, and he's got I've forgotten. He is absolutely going to do this. This will be great. This could be potentially ugly, though.
And he turns Copper into a frog.
Wow, a success by 0, as he should probably bring up the description of what the hell he just did.
Trying to decide if I want to make you luck re-roll that.
You
Ooh.
totally do.
I think I do. I'm going to try to get you to re-roll that for luck. So 2 more rolls.
Yep. Okay.
I don't know. He's got a 13, so chances are pretty good that he's going to make that roll 2 more times.
Well, fingers crossed.
Okay. So let's see here. There's
18,
one.
18.
So that one would have been slightly better. And yeah, 18 would be hysterical, wouldn't it? And this one is another success by 0.
Dang. Boo. Okay.
Okay, let's see here. He has held up his hand, and you've got this swirling darkness that goes there, and he hurls it at Copper, and it will. Well, you still have an opportunity to defend. Actually, you probably should have used it for that.
That's all
Said
right.
like go for death, so you can still try to defend as he hurls some sort of like icky darkness at you.
Is that a blockable or a dodge?
You can totally block it. I think that would be hysterical.
Yeah,
You probably want to dodge.
probably want to dodge.
Yes, you probably want to dodge because this is
Oof.
basically like an explosive thing. It is treated pretty similar to explosive fireball, except
Dodge and
it
drop.
does crushing damage instead of fire
Okay.
or burning damage.
Alrighty. Well, dodge probably won't do much because I'd only be able to do, let's see.
Well, you can feverish.
Or dodge and drop would give me a +3.
Well, yeah.
So like kind of
Yes,
a
that is true.
dive.
Yep,
It
and then if you
also,
feverish, that would increase that to a total of +5.
It would also clear Kristoff's line of fire.
Well, he hasn't started aiming yet. Although he might just, if he can, just take the shot.
He's probably going to want to take the shot if he can, because dude's all out.
That's yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a dodge and drop and a feverish dodge and drop would give you a +5 to your dodge.
Yeah. So we'll do that.
I need you to roll an 18 now.
That would be hilarious. I
Oh
rolled
my
an
God.
18.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Why did you have to do that to me? That's so mean.
Oh, wow, this could really
I
hurt.
blew my luck on the wrong rolls. Oh well.
This could really hurt.
Yep.
9D crushing.
Oh God.
Ow.
Good Lord.
So this icky, swirly stuff comes streaking toward you and hits and inflicts 32. Then you'll obviously reduce down your stuffs. Your DR is treated normally. Let's see.
What's her strength?
I don't
12.
remember.
12.
That's 3 hexes and knockback.
Okay, so the target and anyone closer to the target than 1 yard takes full damage. Those further away divide damage by 3 times their distance in
it's
yards.
explosive.
Round down. Yep.
It's probably not going to do much at that distance. Where was the center? She moved.
On her. Yeah, right there.
Right there.
What's my range?
3.
3 looks like. Same for the other guy. Stand by. This will take a minute.
Kaboom! So once again, Copper Tongue gets jacked up.
Let's see.
All
That's
right, let me
90.
math.
What was the roll? 32?
32. As this guy cackles maniacally.
Average is 6 points. Max is 6. Average is 3. 3's not going to hurt me, but 6 might get through. And you rolled 3, so yeah, armor's going to take that.
Okay. Let's see. So the muscle has DR2. So
He'll
how
take 1
much?
point.
Okay. 1 point, muscle 1 point. Oh no, Copper Tongue has got to make a death check.
Give me a sec.
that
I
right?
forgot to.
Again?
I've got to take in. So it's 32. She's got 4 DR on the torso. So
Yeah,
that's 28.
Yeah, it'll be 28. Yeah.
So yeah, minus 1 times HP.
Oh no. Drum roll, please.
Yep, here we go.
What's her health?
Oh, that's
Holy
a failure.
cow. Holy cow.
Well,
Lucky.
Oh, nope, already used it.
Boo.
Oh. Magic resistance +6. Remember your dwarf. Let's see how's that. I got to see how that actually works. I had completely forgotten about
Well,
that until I just noticed that.
All I have is resistant for disease, not magic. Oh, nope, there it is. I see it.
Okay, you are less likely to be affected. Subtracted. Oh, from the okay. Right now I need to. So I need to go back up and see if that would have worked, because so it says subtract your magic resistance from the skill of anyone casting a spell on you. And that's but that's no, that I don't think that's right.
yeah, that's a
in this case.
projectile, though.
Yeah. So okay, only if he interferes with spells cast directly on you. Provides no benefit against missile spells, which are cast and hurled. Oh wow, I guess that doesn't apply in this case, because that's what I'm looking at. And whew, damn. Let's see here. You failed by 4.
4.
You would have failed by 3 because you have hard to kill, which doesn't matter in this case. Damn. Did you just die on us?
I think she did. I can't think of anything
Yeah.
else.
That is a legit death.
Well, with 32 attack
Congratulations.
points. Holy crap.
Unless Copper Tongue's size modifier comes into it.
That
-1.
would. Good point. Let's see. So then I would have missed.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
by 0.
Damn.
Damn. Damn it. I had one and it missed. So that thing streaks right over you as you're like, ah. And where does
Now
it
she's got a streak
go?
of white hair.
I think this is the second time we've had the oh my god, she's dead, and then nope, Ronki comes out with the with
It's
the same.
gonna good point there, Frankie. I completely forgotten about that because she had success by 0, and that -1 drops it to fail by 1. So it hits that tree back there, flies right over you, goes right past Kristoff and hits that tree and breaks that tree. I mean, this tree just goes crack.
See, your luck paid off.
Yeah.
Unless it was cast as an A AoE. It's not an AoE.
No, it's like explosive fireball, and he was actually throwing it at her.
Right. Okay.
Crap. Don't do that. Dang it. Grr.
Sir, and will give
Just
Copper
everything.
Tongue a wink. You owe me.
Thug number 10 is now aiming, I think. No, wait, he's in the process of reloading. Because he shot and she caught that. So he has to check to see if he has the fast draw ability, which he does not. So he spends this round grabbing a bolt. This guy is going to drop his crossbow, and since he also does not have fast draw, he spends this round drawing his short sword. This guy was aiming, and I forgot to. That's the wrong thing. Totally forgot to do this earlier. He has to. Well, good news. He doesn't pass out. Okay, so she is now prone, and that means I have a -2
Well, no, she
to
didn't.
hit her.
She didn't have to dodge.
It missed her, so she didn't have
Right,
to dodge.
she didn't have to dodge. Right. Okay, so this guy that he's seated that aimed last round is going to shoot at the dwarf, and I think I got everything this time, including the SM -1. That is a success by 3, so 1 possible hit.
Range?
Jeez,
Uh,
my
Did
dice
I-
have returned.
hold on. Did I really? Oh my God, I am such a moron. Did I totally forgot the damn. I'm like, yeah, I got everything. No, I didn't. Lost the most important thing. So that's by. I succeeded by 3. The range is
That's going to be more than 3.
11, which is -5. So you didn't need to block because he missed.
I'm getting all these bad rolls out of the
I
way.
know.
Precisely.
Lucky. Shite. Well, yeah, we're going to take a step back. And
Then you're gonna miss. You're gonna roll an 18 and
well, I
break the
might
spear.
miss. I've been saying I need to take a few more risks, so let's go ahead and give it a deceptive 2. Come over the top of that shield. And that's going to give me a really crappy hit roll, but shots on goal, I guess. And I'll hit anyway.
Success by 0. Okay, so I'm at -2. And I rolled. I failed by 6. This person was completely not prepared for that.
Damn it. Stab you anyway.
Oof.
That's going to hurt.
Yeah, that is gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot. That's gonna be that. So, okay. So I got a +3 to stay upright, but I am at 0 hit points at this point. So success by 3 to stay upright. Okay, so Kristoff is absolutely going to take a step, and then I need to figure out what is that 18 is
You had 5
how
for range
far
before, I think.
away? 18 is -6 for range. All out attack. So that gives him a -5. So
It's an 11 to hit him,
great. Well,
but he
he's
can't
got
defend.
he's got a. I want to make sure this is right. I don't know why he has that way. Did he get weapon bond? No.
He's got fine arrows.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so well, good luck. Fail by 2. So 2 arrows. I need to make a note of which arrows he's used. He used a broadhead and now a cutting. Does he have anything? Does he have luck? He does not have luck, but that's going to probably honk him off.
Well,
Going to do a deceptive -1 attack on this guy again. That will hit.
All right. So 16 doesn't like the odds here, so that's going to be retreat plus deceptive gives me a 10 dodge, and I failed by 5. So do your worst, sir. No, that hurts a little bit. That's going to be
7. We'll get through.
7. Yep. That is correct. 16 is. Ooh, that's worse. Okay. +3. No, not +3. Just regular. He is stunned.
that's 2 lives for Copper, by the way.
I'm like a cat. I got 7 more.
Nice. Let's see. This person. Okay, so when you hit 0 hit points, that's when you have to actually start making the health roll. It's
Yeah.
not. Okay, so does high pain apply to that?
I don't recall, actually.
Check the
Probably.
traits.
What's that?
Check the traits.
Yeah, I could totally do that. High pain threshold. Let's see. This is
You get a
knockdown and
+3.
stunning. That's for knockdown and stunning. I think it probably doesn't because you have they actually have the hard to subdue, which
Yeah.
applies to that. So this
I'm
is
leaning
just
toward
straight.
it doesn't.
Think you're thinking of
Oh
fit.
my goodness! Failed
Well.
by 4, so that means he's unconscious because he's at 0.
It's
He said
fit.
no mas.
Fit gives you that health roll bonus.
No, I mean for the consciousness thing.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean.
Well, that's
there
kind
you
of
go.
a blood loss situation. I don't think. I guess the high pain threshold doesn't really help with that.
It doesn't, but fit does.
Yeah, so
yeah,
you
fit
could have
always
fit
applies unless
and
it's a skill check.
yeah, so you could have fit and hard to subdue, and it's like they're like, why can't I knock this guy out?
Okay,
Because he's
Enfys
very
is
fit
going
and-
to step, and he's going to prepare a 3-point fireball.
All right, so this guy is going to step.
Does he
He's-
see
he's-
that fireball?
No, he was focused on the dwarf. Looks like, and
Yeah,
is
that's
going
true.
to do a 3-point blast of bolt of corruption this time. And he's even better at that one. So this is to cast it. Ooh, I think that means he. Ooh, how does that
No
work
cost?
on? I'm not sure how that works on threshold.
Still the same? No cost?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, that's amusing because that means I don't have to roll on the whatchamadoohickey because
True.
reasons. Okay, this guy round 3 of reloading because crossbows take like 4 rounds. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. No, round 2.
Did you
This
not use the
guy,
effect?
I forgot to use the effect, and then I forgot to use the effect. This guy is going to make a consciousness roll to see if he can do anything.
Well,
He
that
fails,
would have
he's
been
unconscious.
the roll to come out of stun.
Well, that means he failed to come out of stun. He's trying to come out of stun, but he's failed. This guy is going to remember to use the effect and do begin round of reload. Where is reload on here? Do we reload? Yep, there we go. Unfortunately for him, he's probably going to get shot. Okay, Jorg, your
Well, I'm
fellow,
wondering
your target went wobble and passed out.
if that guy is injured. How is he injured? Is he gut shot?
Leg.
Right leg. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess if you're not using the stirrup, or you could use it with 1 foot. Whatever. So number 10 is still up, and the wizard is still up. Yes. I guess 5 is still half up. Okay, so I guess Jörg is going to need to start closing the distance since it looks like muscle number 1 is not getting back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's stick closer to the wall.
All right. He is going to fast draw the arrow. Oh, I forgot to establish the specific arrow, but it didn't matter. So step and ready. And I believe that's all you can do this round. All right, Soren, your target is wobbly.
Do these guys look like, your common bandit thug, or do they look like misguided soldiers?
Those are basically the same thing.
Well, Soren's going to just move there. He's not. This guy is obviously messed up, right?
Yes.
So Soren's just going to hold his sword, ready to strike, basically giving this guy a chance to surrender. It's like, your move, sucker.
Okay. So Queen is going to take a step and all out defense block. Yep.
Anfis will step and aim at Thug 10.
Not the evil spellcaster.
If I miss, which I probably will, or he'll dodge.
Okie dokie. Did I actually remove that? I guess I did. I shouldn't have. All right. So my range is 5. Well, she's got. Damn it. He's in a bad sort of garbage in the way. So he is going to step there, which is going to keep the same range. The range is 5, which is a -3. And can't he just do? Oh wow, yeah, okay. So, yep. So he's going to throw this 3-point bolt of corruption at her. And
Dodge.
narrowly hit, even though I
Size
had
mod. Size mod.
narrowly miss because I forgot the size mod again. And so that one
There's
just
another white streak.
sails right over your head and hits like the tree, and the tree is like getting icky and corrupted and foul
Squirrel
smelling.
falls down
Now.
and hits you on the head.
Talking about that squirrel's gonna like develop a scorpion tail. 10
Squirrels are
is
bad enough as they are.
round 4. So round 3 of reloading. Yeah, I might as well just actually put the damned effect on there and adjust it. Let's see.
Yeah.
So there it is. And so that is 3. So he will be reloaded next round. Number 16 has to try to come out of stun and successfully came out of stun. Success by 6. That's all he can do. Reloading.
Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I can see how far reloaded he is. I think I'll get to him first, though. Oh, this is going to be tough. All right.
You could just throw your spear.
Well, I was thinking about that, but I have to take a turn to re-ready it if I do that. All right. Let's see. Can I go? I want to go that way. I think I want to go that way. Yeah. Oh, right. I can technically sprint here, so let's go there instead. Sprint.
Right. So he readied. He's going to step and aim.
Evaluate. Still holding my sword at this guy. Hoping that he'll surrender.
Moving.
Okay, I will step. I've aimed for 1 turn. What's the range here? 7 yards.
That is going to be -3. So I guess you'd be at total of -2, unless you all out, and then be -1.
Okay.
Not bad.
And yeah, all out for an additional 1. Here we go.
Typical emphasis miss. Not today.
By 2. That guy is I think that'd be side hex. So 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Go here. Go here. Go -2. Let's see how he does. And he manages to dodge it.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
However,
Roll again.
All right.
Oh,
that is.
no.
Wait, is it
It's
capped at 9?
capped at 9.
Well, that's irritating.
That is irritating. Oh, well.
Well, it set the wagon on fire.
It streaks by that guy. This thing is absolutely going to catch fire, which is going to cause these guys to, what the hell?
You need to do explosive fireballs. That way it blows up at their feet.
Yeah, I need to get that spell.
Yeah, it might kill Copper, though.
Okay, so seeing that there's a fireball, he is casting a spell. And once again, taking a step there, but he is shifting to sort of go, okay, see what's going on. There's somebody there. 10 is going to.
Any chance a guy
finish
running him down with a
reloading.
spear is going to spook him? Make him
He's
fumble that thing?
Gonna finish reloading.
No.
Crap. Now he's like, okay, do I shoot at the scary dwarf or do I shoot at the guy? Yeah, he's gonna have to shoot at you.
If he did he have to dodge, does that affect his reloading?
I don't think so.
Not normally, but a guy charging him with a spear might. Or a dwarf charging him with an axe, or both.
Let's see here. Yeah. I just want to shoot at Daniel, though.
Well, you still had your last round to reload.
Yep, so this is the last round of his reload. He's now reloaded. This guy has to make a consciousness roll to do anything. And success by 0. So he is going to take a strike at Soren. Probably to Soren's like, really? But is not going to come very close and misses. This guy is reloading.
Okay, well, this is either going to go really well or really badly. One step. And I will stab number 10.
Not the wizard?
Well, I think... actually, does the wizard have anything in his hand?
He was clearly casting a spell.
Right, but is it like, you got a fireball in his hand? I don't know what spells look like.
There is no fireball in his hand, no.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what the hell he's doing. Yeah, I'm considering the crossbow to be the more present danger at the moment. I'm going to stab him.
And I completely forgot to actually have him make the roll.
Okay.
Just getting ahead of myself.
Oh. And right, so I am just going to. He's going to have to dodge. He doesn't have any defense here. Let's go just deceptive 1. I think that will be fine. 2-hand, deceptive 1. Fire. And a miss.
That's good. That means I'm going to be able to shoot you next time.
Except I can parry.
Okay, so that is still that one.
Yeah, he has to get over there so he can line up a 3-fer.
No, he just wants to shoot the wizard. I hope that's not indicative of his thoughts about Enfys. All right. He's a kill-stealing bitch, so he's going to take the shot, even though it's not great. And holy crap, that's a success by 1. So that means my wizard gets to. Well, he's going to be able to try to dodge, unless he has something. Actually, I got to look at his spells. I don't think he has blocking spells. Go. That didn't work like he wanted it to. Okay. Ooh. Right. I forgot about that part. He is at half move, half dodge because of injuries. I'd forgotten to even mention that. So he failed to dodge that. So he just got shot by this cutting arrow, which I guess you can't do vitals with that, can you? Because it does cutting damage.
I guess not.
Whoops, I didn't think of that. I'd just gone for a regular arrow then.
Well, it's a bow raker.
Too late. Okay, so he does. Oof, that's gonna hurt a bit. Let's see. So that is 16 points. Is that right?
It'd be 12 points without armor.
Yeah. Okay. 1 point. Why was I thinking it's doubled again?
Because it usually is.
Yeah. Damn, he just did even more damage than the guy had already taken. Oh, look at that. Okay, so this guy actually has that because of this. So this is going to kind of suck for him. So you'll note his health was already pretty crappy.
It was.
I have a -2 because of mutations that resulted in easy to kill. So he is now an X. And oops, that's the wrong button. I was trying to click on a different thing.
Soren gets splattered.
Is now an X wizard. He goes down with a.
Matters. Mein Leben.
And if you look over there to Christoph, he absolutely does that blade. Yeah, after he shoots the dude.
That takes a ready action.
So that's what he's going to do next round is go, cheer.
Cern's going to like shake his head like, dude. Then he's going to do it. Deceptive -1. That's a hit.
Just smack him on the head with the flat.
$16. There you are. Okay, so deceptive -1. Is that right? I don't trust you. It's not right. It is right. Okay. And is unsuccessful. Failed by 1. So
6 points will get through.
Yep, after the DR1. So 6 points. That's going to put that there. And because I don't feel like dealing with it, he goes down. So sad. All right, Soren, you're done. You have to hit the button.
Queen looks over at Kristoff and just holds up her hands and shrugs like, seriously? So, gonna go take a swing at Thugton.
You need like a communication prosthetic that has the one finger.
Yeah, just painted on the front of the shield.
That's fair. You might as well just do that.
Ancient dwarven symbol.
Exactly.
All right, so I'm gonna spend the fatigue to do a move and attack.
Roger.
That was only 2 hexes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just do the giant step and you can skip the ill effects.
Same result.
Can she do
Spends a
that with
fatigue.
a -1 size odd?
Yeah, that's still that doesn't affect your step.
Ultimately, it's the same thing.
Oh,
Look
dear.
at that.
Well, it doesn't
Very,
matter if she rolls
very
a crit,
Okay,
but it wouldn't.
so critical hit.
Even if you spend the fatigue on a heroic charge, you still can't parry with the weapon you used, and you still can't retreat.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, so roll on the critical hit table, as I can't even try to defend. Damn. Ooh.
nice.
Finally,
Ow.
30 damage. That's usually, normal damage only. This could really hurt.
Oh, right. I don't think that would have mattered anyway.
Yep, almost max.
Ooh, 20 points of damage.
I don't think he's coming back from that.
So
Nope.
that's going to be 19 points of damage times 1.5. So that's let's see, 28 points of damage. And you were just going for the chest.
Yeah, it's just torso. Should have gone for the neck. That would have been great.
I strongly suspect that Jorg is going to get showered with blood and possibly some intestines as you nearly cut this guy in half. Nice strike.
Enfys is just going to move.
Did you cast another spell? No, you didn't. Okay.
No, I didn't. And as I'm moving, I'm just going to say, put it down, buddy. It's over.
Okay, that guy was in the process of reloading, and he looks over and he sees, his boss is there, and very clearly dead, since he apparently got shot through the heart or something.
Yeah, I think he's
And-
wearing his guts.
Yeah, and the dude starts, he's like, no, 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 and he starts throwing up at your feet. And as he's like throwing up, you suddenly start seeing beetles come out of his mouth, and he keeps throwing
Beetles?
up. Yeah, it's like some sort of insects or something like that. And as he's like convulsing, you sort of see like his the flesh is getting lesser and lesser. So it's like a couple seconds, because the battle's effectively over. But a couple seconds after he starts vomiting, this empty suit of flesh hits the ground. I am going to need everybody to give me a fright check.
At +5.
Not in the combat's over. Ooh, man, his will is not great, is it? Oh, wow, he rolled pretty well. Okay, so we've got one fail. All right. Good job there, Soren. Let's see what your fail result was.
Anybody have a bug phobia?
That's possible. Lose your lunch, treated wretched. That's possibly worrisome after you see this guy vomit and start throwing up bugs, and you're like, "Oh God, am I about to throw up bugs too?"
Oh, that's gross. Oh, shit.
And yeah, everybody's like, what the hell? As you're seeing that, and then you sort of realize that all of the guys but the wizard end up, that weren't straight up dead, start doing basically the same thing.
Yeah, that's not right.
Well, hey,
So
dude,
Queen is going to take, that thing that's on fire next to her. She's going to take like one of the logs and start trying to burn the bugs. Like, nope, nope, nope.
well, the bugs do sort of scatter into the into the woods. They're not like charging up you or pulling a mummy thing where it goes into through your shoe and then.
No, stop.
That was such a great movie. I want to watch that movie again. It's such a PC movie because it's like, oh, hey, there's a horde of zombies in front of us, and we're in a car. What do we do? What do we do? Oh, there's an accelerator. Okay, so the fight is now definitely over. And as you are like sitting there going, oh, what the hell? You will also realize that the other corpses that you saw in the area are not just normal people. They actually look like they were mutants or something. And it's like because you've got one that's like got a pinhead, and then there's literally a pinhead, and then there's another that is like he's got like most of a dog face and stuff like that, and it's like that's not right.
I think I knew that guy.
Queen is just going to go start burning all of them. Anything that's left.
Possibly more interesting as you're looking there is the wizard. He's very clearly dead because somebody got shot, and the hood that he was wearing has now fallen loose because it's raining. You want to do that, and you will realize he looks an awful lot like Soren.
Interesting.
I mean, he looks almost exactly like Soren.
I think I know that guy too.
So once Soren's finished hurling, I'll say, hey, Soren, you should come over here. It's like looking in a mirror.
What are you on about?
Ever wonder what you'd look like after you're dead?
What you talking about, Wilson?
That's just dark.
Get over here. You got to see this. It might make you throw up some more.
Come on, he's not that ugly.
Hey, wait. No way.
That is definitely a weird one, isn't it?
You a long lost twin?
Not that I know of.
He does look a little, just a little bit older than Soren. 5, maybe 10 years.
I'm going to start rifling through his coat and pocket and all that stuff.
Hmm. Maybe he's a mutant that can change his face and he was going to look like you.
You will actually find, well, obviously, his clothes were fairly nice until, he got attacked and then also got shot. But what you find possibly more interesting is there is a bloodstained piece of parchment that was in his jacket, and you sort of open it up and unfold it, and it is a letter that looks suspiciously like that.
Or exactly?
Exactly, even. For those of you who are, you know what? We're going to make Ronky read it because, for the listeners. What does it say, Ronky?
I can't read this shit.
Okay, so Messrs. Locke, Stock, and Barrel, civil lawyers, commissioners for oaths, etc. You know what? I'm going to pull the other one that it's a lot easier to read than this one because, there's one for the GM too. Where is it at? Damn it.
After many lengthy researches, we have come to believe that you are the only living relative of our Baronet Lieberüng, late of the town of Uberstreik. This being the case, and any other heretofore unknown and pertinent factors notwithstanding, I am herewith charged to inform you that you are the sole beneficiary of the late baronet's last will and testament, hereinafter referred to as the party of the first part, as well as to the entail of his title and all lands and estates attached thereunto. I, the Untersigned, acting in my capacity as legal executor of the aforementioned document of the party of the first part, do therefore urge you to make your way with all convenient speed to my offices at the address superscribed to this letter. Thereupon, and upon your production of a signed and twofold witnessed affidavit confirming your identity as Kastor Lieberüng, we shall be pleased to place into your hands the title deeds to Lieberüng Manor and all attached lands and estates, and the bequeathed sum of 20,000 gold crowns imperial. I remain your most humble and respectful servant. Blah, blah, blah. Obviously, Jorg is not the one who read that letter.
That's right. York can't read.
Enfys, having finished reading it all, says, "Hey, Soren, I think you're in for a lot of money." Hands the documents to Soren and then turns to the corpse and says, "Now, where is his license to practice magic?"
Okay. That's interesting. Quite possibly, notably, he absolutely does not have one. But then, based off of some of the spells that you did see or were you've never even heard of some of those spells. They were like icky, so they may have been chaos spells.
So is this letter in Reichspiel?
Yep.
So Søren's going to be looking at this letter. It's not quite registering the potential here, and he sort of puts his hand to his chin and says, "So you're saying this letter will give me 20,000 crowns?"
And a bunch of land. But you got to assume the identity of this asshole.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't give you that. It gives him that.
But he's me, right? And
Are you dead?
he'll sort of lift up this guy's head and put his head down, sort of side by side,
Which isn't creepy.
Where the
at
bugs
all.
were?
where the
I know
bugs.
That's
I'm-
not this guy. He was the only one that didn't vomit up the bugs.
Well, Herr Lieberüng, let's get you off to Bögenhafen.
Is there anything else on his person? Maybe a ring?
Yep, he's got a signet ring, has like silver locket sort of stuff, and then obviously his
tail.
clothes, some money, such like that. I can actually, if I can remember how to do this to add it, I just drag it into the party sheet, the record link.
Is it a parcel?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you
create a
should just be
parcel.
able to drop it onto the thing.
Ah, yeah, I guess I could.
What do you think, people?
What do you mean, Herr Kastor? Let's do this.
Let me just
Jörg
read.
is going to scratch his head and say, I don't know.
Then you
I
can
need to
think
look
about-
something up. Hang on.
And you can think about all of the alcohol you can have him pay for with
Ooh.
that kind of money.
That's a good point.
So clearly, those dudes in the bar must have thought you were this guy.
Which I am in need of right now. I'm going back and getting a drink.
Yeah, that would Nosh, that would make perfect sense why they were, thinking he was weird, and they're like, what's going on up with that?
With that sort of money, I could pay my debt to Blitzen. This is good, right? This is really good. What could go wrong?
Absolutely nothing.
Let me count the ways.
Nope, absolutely nothing will go wrong.
Right, well, we've got crossbows here at least. Some armors of various sorts.
Yep. Oh,
Oh,
right.
I didn't know she had
Honesty.
honesty.
Neither
Yeah.
did the GM. Well,
So,
she doesn't
sir-
have to.
Got a question. Søren's an orphan. How old was he when he was orphaned?
I don't know. How old was he when he was orphaned?
Does
Roll a d12.
So- the character backstory doesn't have any sort of mention of potential parents or knowledge of parents?
Nope, it doesn't. So I'm leaving that entirely up to you. Is he going to get sad because he may have just, shot his brother or uncle or something? Or maybe a well-preserved dad? Who knows?
Technically, Kristoff did that.
He'll
So-
he'll look at the guy and he says, this guy could have been my brother.
Now, how does Kristoff react to that? Sorry?
Well, I grew up in an orphanage. Maybe this guy and my parents are the same. Well, this guy's parents and my parents are the same. I don't have any knowledge of my parents. I may actually be legitimately entitled to this. And Søren's basically convincing himself that he's part of the Lieberüng. Is it Lieberüng or Lieberüng family?
Nice.
Jörg is
So
going
you're an
to
orphan,
make a
and it
half-assed
could be your
attempt at
brother.
least to confirm the identity of that first one and see if there's something that he could return to his family.
Oh, yeah. No, he was basically just like in, I don't want to say shreds. That's not the right word. He was like in rags and, has like a crappy ass knife. And then you realize, oh, yeah, he's probably out here living with these other mutants who apparently attacked these guys, possibly including Soren's maybe possible brother, who Kristoff just
right.
whacked.
Okay, so the mutants were attacking the wagon, which
That's your best guess?
the Lieberung was on.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. Not positive, but that's kind of what it looks like.
Was it just him? Assuming there's also some crew on the coach.
There was clearly a driver. He was the dude who was eaten by by your old mutant friend, or your old friend who became a mutant. And then there are the various, I guess, bodyguards that these dudes were for Mr. Lieberung. And then there's a bunch of dead mutants scattered about.
Well, I guess we get the looting.
Yep. So I've added the stuff on the party sheet. It looks like, honestly, the mutants had absolute crap. I mean, they had like, some sort of pseudo spears, but they're like, maybe broken, and maybe a club or three, but they clearly chose the wrong thing to attack.
Well, we got shields and mail hauberks. Those are going to be useful to somebody, I presume.
Yep. Well, those are taken from the two muscle guys. One of the one that I had is the muscle. So you stabbed one of them, and then Kristoff shot the other. That's why they had four. And then the other, oh crap! I didn't add the light leather. Crap. I mean, if somebody wants to, well, honestly, it doesn't matter at this point because they kind of fell out of it, didn't they? They're like, it's like you just pick up the
Well,
leather or the armor and
Yeah.
shake the icky out, and it's like, oh, gross.
Well, FYI, I'm going to go ahead and claim one of those shields. Keep it for later.
And son of a butt monkey, I forgot that too. Hold on, they had 2 thrusting broadswords that I failed to put on there. There should have been more short swords. There were that many short swords, I think. And I'm apparently doing a half-assed job. I blame someone other than myself. It was 30.
And we
Okay.
have the no weights on the things. So if I recall correctly, medium shield was 15.
Yep, I blame Ronky for that. He screwed it up.
The silver locket, who was that found on?
That was Lieberüng's.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything in it. It's just silver locket.
Yet that, the signet ring.
Yep, he had a signet ring. Oh crap! I did forget to make that an actual image. Where did I have that? Where is? Damn it! It won't let me do it. Yeah, I had completely forgotten that that she had that. Honestly, super funny though.
Well, while we're sorting some stuff out, Mel, it occurs to me you need to put a spear point on your axe.
That is a good point. I may do that
Indeed.
when we are next in a place
And
where I can do
actually-
some work.
Actually, if you're modifying that, you might consider putting a back spike on it as well. I know they cover that that sort of modification in Low Tech Companion 2.
Where are we currently on the Empire map?
Sorry, I was in the process of typing something. Hold on. All right. Yeah, well, you are 2 days southish from Bögenhafen.
Yeah, that map, there's not a lot of room between Bögenhafen and Uberstrike.
Yep. It's not a great map, but it's the map you're accustomed to seeing. I have a better map, but it's a GM map, and you don't get to see the GM map. That is the Empire map. Yep.
So we're going to do the looting, burn the mutant bodies at the very least, and move on. But that's going to take a while.
Yeah, got to fix the wagons and the horses and stuff.
Well, I assume reattaching the horses is probably not going to be a big deal.
Yep. By the time you get over there, they have recovered them. Gunnar is swearing up a storm about, he got yanked over there. His hand really hurts. But, what are you going to do? And they're like super surprised that there was fighting going on. They're like, oh, wow, is everybody okay?
Copper has a new white streak in her hair.
A couple of them.
Yep, but she's not dead yet. Through, even though I tried.
Working on it. Give me time.
Soren's going to take the locket and signet ring.
Okay, so it'll take a little bit of time to just shove the stuff off to the side. There is a wrecked coach there as well. While you are doing that, let's see. Let me use him, and since he's not here, I will roll his. Okay, poor. That's perfect. As you are in the process of doing, off or dealing with the aftermath, such like that, you will hear the sound of horsemen riding from the direction of Bögenhafen.
So the opposite direction of
the direction
our-
that you guys were going.
Yeah.
A couple moments or a bit later, you will see a patrol of road wardens arriving. And as
Well,
soon as they go ahead,
if Soren has enough time, he will sort of make his doppelganger unrecognizable casually. He doesn't want people to notice that he's smashing this guy's face.
Ew.
wow, he went really quickly from, "Hey guys, this might be my brother," to, "I need a hammer."
20,000 crowns.
But still, it's just funny to me that how quickly he went there. He's like, "Yep, I'm gonna have to make him unrecognizable."
Just in case.
Holy crap, dude! Oh, I'd forgotten about that image. Let me actually snip it. Snipping tool, best invention of Microsoft.
Right. So the Popo are here.
Or they were riding in the area. Maybe they were responding to, a 411 or something.
Well, we just resolved 5150.
But not the OU812. Okay, so let's see. Drag that one. Where'd it go? There it is. Boop. Now let's see if I can unmember. All right. Okay, assets, reload. Dang it. It didn't work like I wanted it to. It just worked like I told it.
Our GM, folks.
Yeah,
There it is.
he's a proper professional. Right. So as soon as they see the overturned coach that was clearly Kastor's coach, they will spur forward and are clearly preparing to possibly fight bandits,
York
which may
will,
look suspiciously like PCs.
York will attempt to look in charge and give them the we're friendly signal.
Or you could just go, look, mutants. Mutants attacked.
And then he'll point out the mutants.
They will definitely, rein up. They're looking, studying everybody super suspiciously, because of course they are. And the leader is going to immediately demand to know, all right, what's going on? Who are you? What happened? Can I see some identification, license and registration?
Well, we don't have all that, but we do have a story, and he'll tell him what happened. We don't have anything to hide here except for the whole doppelganger business. We'll leave that out.
I'm a sovereign citizen, and we were just traveling.
Right.
You shut up.
Yeah.
Don't start that shit.
They're like, yeah, okay, hold on. We're gonna send a guy, send you into the woods with a guy who's gonna have some questions. Okay. So they are Gunnar and Holtz are clearly equally irritated because they don't want to deal with any of this crap. And they're pointing out, look, I'm injured, sort of, lightly injured, and evil mutants. And I don't remember. Do you guys even have a face man at this point? I don't remember. It may be Soren.
I think Soren has been sort of filling that role when we've had need of it here and there.
Okay, but you're doing the I'm in charge leader. So give me the reputation checks for Jorg.
Oh, God help us.
Well, it
On the
could
one
help.
hand, they are kind of low. Whew. On the other hand,
Huh. Okay. So wow. That one is okay. That's a +2. So at least one of the road wardens is gonna be squinting at you like, hey, I know you, which causes the leader to tense up because he's expecting the whole hey, this guy's wanted for buggery of sheep or something. But instead he's like, right, yeah, this guy is the dude who was at Orc Slayer Pass and did this thing and killed a bunch of orcs and saved a bunch of people, and that at the very least will cause the Magnus Flaster, the leader of the road wardens, who has a name but isn't important enough to get a cool picture, to at least relax maybe a little bit and maybe take your weird a bit more sincerely. They will when you explain what happened, are you also telling about the bugs and why there are boneless flesh suits laying around?
oh, well, yeah, I guess that would require some explanation. Although, to be fair, they were mutants is probably enough.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so give me a reaction roll or an appropriate social engineering check. You will, if it's Jorg, you will get the +2 bonus because of the rep.
Right.
Actually,
If
these
I
guys are
were...
considered soldiers, so that I believe you have born soldier.
Yes.
So that would also apply as appropriate.
Savoir-faire military, is that going to work here? Are they soldier
Yep.
enough for that?
Yep, they're
I will use that.
considered sort of soldiers, mostly soldiers.
Okay. I should be fine then. Hang on. So, come on.
Should be, yeah. You'd be at like +4, right?
Tab. So you're saying born soldier will count here,
Yep,
and
because they will recognize you as such.
hero.
It's the reputation.
Yes, I should have this handily then, I would suspect. Savoir-faire military,
Cool.
and made by 6.
By 6, okay. So the road wardens will definitely relax a little bit, calm down. They are going to press every able-bodied character they can into service to get that overturned carriage back to, or I guess it would be carriage, back to a coach. Sorry, back upright. Sadly, there are no sign of any horses, so they're gonna, 2 of the road wardens are gonna glumly have to, attach their actual riding horses on there. But this seems to be something that they have done in the past. So these horses are clearly at least trained for this as well. They will check to see if any of the PCs have the Teamster skill, so as to potentially drive this carriage or coach. And
Didn't
I do
somebody
not
have it?
know if any of the PCs have it.
Not
Maybe
Quinn.
Christoph had it or something.
No, he does not. Okay, so I guess none of the PCs have it. Okay, so at least one of the road wardens is, one of the ones that lost his horse. Actually, I guess both of them will be on there. Are going to be driving it, but they are going to toss the bodies of the various. Actually, no, they're probably not even going to mess with the bodies at all, other than, yeah, that's a good idea, let's pile them up into a pile and burn them. And with regards to Ronky, you had made the okay, I want to make him unrecognizable. They're not even looking at any of the faces, they're just like tossing them into the stack and burning them. So I guess you didn't need to desecrate your maybe possible brother's face.
These things happen
Yep.
as I'm wiping the blood off my boots.
And hiding the hammer that you quote borrowed. Let's see. So after that is accomplished, they will escort you and the 2 wagons the rest of the way to the Child and the Hammer roadside inn, which was your destination today anyhow.
Presume we're getting there a bit late.
You will be getting there a bit later than normal, which is going to cause both of your drivers to grumble, because it's like, man, that's less time to get drunk.
Well, it just means you'll have to work faster.
Yep. And they absolutely want to, because they're kind of freaked out about the whole the whole mutants. So since there are no immediate road wardens right there, you will have learned that they did come back around, and they were actually able to see the bugs. The dudes vomiting up the bugs, and their bodies just sort of collapsing like that, and that freaked them the hell out. They're like wondering, what is the Empire getting up to?
Shenanigans and tomfoolery.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so you will reach the fortified inn. The road wardens are planning, since it's probably already dark when you get there, the road wardens are also going to, overnight here. And they will, make an official note of your report about what happened. The innkeeper is actually surprised to see them back because, they left here, and then they were supposed to go the other way, but and the after that is done, they have no reason to actually keep you. They will warn you to try to be careful. The roads of the empire are pretty dangerous.
Evidently.
But then everybody knew that. And so you will be able to do your usual for the evening. You have one trip or 1 day remaining. You should reach Bögenhafen late tomorrow.
Okay, I needed a lot of drinks today.
Okay, so does that start putting you into the you need to make check?
Well, it depends on how many hours that is.
Well, I don't know. How many hours is it? You can say it's like in a single hour, and like
Well, it's three and a
that
quarter drinks per hour is my limit. So if I do that over 3 hours, I'm good. If it's over 2 hours, I may need to make a roll, which I will probably succeed.
let's see.
Let's say
here.
it's 2 hours just to
I'm
see if
gonna-
I can fail it.
I am gonna. This is gonna be funny. Let's see how well these guys do.
Right, it's that one.
Okay, so Gunnar is absolutely tipsy, and actually both of them are tipsy within the hour because they're just like going gluck 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 gluck, simply because of, oh my god, that was horrible. Standard rate supply if you wish to upgrade your room or not. The food's fine. It's not particularly great here, but it's okay. You can also get thoroughly smashed if you so desire, or not. Meanwhile, Soren's over there, like, rubbing his nice little his new ring, maybe whispering something about it being precious to him.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's see. Let me check the time. Okay, almost there. The following day is going to be mostly a sort of repeat, although because it's like it is sort of raining,
Let's hope
unless
not.
somebody is planning on doing anything specific here. I was just going to say, okay, you can have your drinks, you can spend the money to get the drinks, you can go to bed, get up in the morning probably a little later than expected, because Gunnar and Holtz, you got to wait for them, and you will proceed on, and very late in the day, so it's like the sun is definitely in the process of going down, the moon is coming up, and you can actually see Bögenhafen as you are approaching. And it will still be raining when you are coming to within visual of the of Bögenhafen. Yep. As soon as I said that, I was like, my brain immediately added that the long ago somebody left with the cup.
Okay, we have to stop at the top of the hill and say Bögenhafen.
Yes, you stop at the hill,
Home
and
sweet home.
Gunnar says, "Look, it's Bögenhafen." And everybody looks at Bögenhafen. Somebody, and you hear, Grumpy Kristoff go, "It's only a model."
Oh, look, they're already getting set up for Schaffenfest. Excellent.
Well, that should be a week from now, but yeah. And with that, we will fade to black. We will cue the music. We will roll the credits. Everyone will get 1 character point. If you are watching or listening to this and have comments, questions, complaints, or general heckling, feel free to leave a comment here or find us at Discord. Please consider liking and subscribing to our YouTube and Twitch channels, or don't. I am not your dad. Anyway, thank you for watching. Olympus out.
See ya.
Bye.
Off you go.